Hey fellow explorers, a question that I often get is what is the best way to get international data on your mobile devices while you're traveling abroad? And I thought what better place to answer that when I'm traveling abroad. Today I'm in the United Kingdom at Paulton's Park. We're having a great time with Peppa Pig World and all of the rides here, but it's really helped us to stay connected while we're around here. And so I want to talk to you about how we did that, which was using eSIMs. And I want to compare eSIMs to SIM cards, to Pocket Wi-Fi, and maybe other ways you might get connected traditionally with your normal cell phone plan. By the way, this episode is sponsored by SimLocal. Thank you very much for sponsoring this video. More about them later. All right, so first, before I even get into getting new SIM cards or eSIMs or Pocket Wi-Fi for your travel, I want to start with another way that many people might stay connected while they travel, which is just using the cell phone plan that they have currently and roaming. Roaming on your current cell phone plan likely will cost you a lot of money. Most cell phone plans will allow you to make international phone calls, to use data in other countries, but they will often charge you a fortune for it if you haven't added on some sort of international data package. Now, some providers may offer international data for $10 a day, $5 a day. It really depends on your provider, so you should check out if that's an option. I'm with T-Mobile, and with T-Mobile, they offer unlimited international data in a variety of countries, but it's really slow. It's like 256K a second, which makes web browsing extremely painful. It's useful in a pinch, but if you really need to do anything, it takes a long time, searches load really slow, and so when we travel, we definitely like to get some type of international data in the country that we're going to that's actually high speed and more than just a few megabytes, something that we don't have to pay roaming fees. So how would we go about and do that? Well, historically, the way you might go about and do that, and the way we've often done it when we need to, was with traditional SIM cards. A traditional SIM card, cell phones back in the day, originally, the way they would know what network that they're on, what plan that they had, was with the SIM card that was inside of a little card. You open up this little drawer, you put the SIM card in, you close it, and that's now associated to the provider that provides that plan. Some people have plans that you pay, you prepay. Some plans you post-pay. OC Girl and I, we have post-paid plans that we use our cell phones, and then at the end of the month, we get charged for how much we use. If you have a prepaid plan, then you typically pay upfront for a certain amount of data, a certain amount of minutes. Most SIM card packages that you're gonna get if you're traveling internationally as somebody who's just using it for a week or a day or things like that is typically a prepaid SIM card. You will find them in supermarkets, you'll find them in convenience stores, you'll find them in airports, you'll find them in vending machines, you'll find them a lot of different places. The hassle with SIM cards is that you do have to take it out of a little box. You've got to take out your existing SIM card. You've got to put it in there. You've got to keep your SIM card so that you have it handy somewhere. And then, by the way, I have some ducks that are walking by me right now that are distracting me. Here, let me show you these ducks. They clearly think I have some food, but I have no food. All right, we'll let those ducks go about their business. Now, having a traditional SIM card, if you want to switch from the new plan that you've got, that you bought while you're out there, and then you want to get back to your old phone number because you need to get like a text message to get into your bank or something like that, well, then you've got to switch the cards. It's really a huge hassle. You have to use this little tool to do it. And again, you need to make sure they don't get lost. You don't want to lose your SIM card for your original plan because if you do, well, bad things happen. It takes you a lot of time to get another SIM card to replace that. An option that we've been using instead of fiddling with those SIM cards when we travel has been using Pocket Wi-Fi. We used this on our last trip to Japan. What this basically is this is a Wi-Fi router that has a battery pack in it. And with this Wi-Fi router with the battery pack in it, then everybody that has a mobile device in your traveling party, whether it's just you, your friends, your daughter, your son, whomever's with you, they can just connect their mobile devices, their iPads, to that router. That router's the one that has the cell phone plan in it. The way these often work is you often pick them up in the airport at the place that you're going to, in the case of Japan, or companies will ship them to you so you have them before you go. And then how do you get them back? Either you ship them back or you return them at the airport. Obviously, there's a little bit of hassle in these, and then you got to pick up the thing, you've got to drop it off, and then you have another thing that you carry with you. The great part about the Pocket Wi-Fi is that if you have a lot of people, there can be some power of economics in getting one unlimited plan and then having everybody just go ahead and tether to that that Pocket Wi-Fi. Although you could certainly tether to somebody's cell phone that had an unlimited data plan, but that's gonna drain the battery a lot faster from that one person's phone that everybody's tethered to. So what we did on this trip to the UK is we used eSIMs. It's the first time we've used eSIMs, and it's really been revolutionary to our travel, which is why I really wanted to make this video to tell you how easy it was and really encourage you next time you go to get an eSIM if you have a phone that's capable of it. Chris, what do you mean if I have a phone that's capable of it? Not all phones are capable of eSIMs, but most phones that were made in the last 3 years likely are capable of eSIMs. OC Girl has an iPhone 14 and I have a Samsung Galaxy S24. Both of these phones are capable of using eSIMs. So the way the eSIM purchase worked, and I want to share this with you on SimLocal, the sponsor of this video, is we went to SimLocal's website, we typed in United Kingdom, and we got a bunch of different plans that we could choose from. There's a bunch of different providers that they have. These are local providers. SimLocal's big thing is they provide eSIMs from lots of different countries, not ones that are gonna like roam and you're gonna pay exorbitantly for data across a lot of different places, but they'll provide you a local eSIM to the country that you're going to. And so we decided to buy 2 different eSIMs on 2 different providers in the UK just to see how they worked. I got the Leica eSIM because it was cheap. It was $12.50 for 20 gigabytes over 15 days. I mean, boy, that is a bargain. Now for OC Girl, we got her a different SIM card. We got hers from EE, 30 days, 30 gigabytes, $19. We've heard great things about EE being one of UK's premier mobile networks with fast 5G, low latency. They advertise to gamers. We're not doing any gaming, but we also like to be diversified on 2 different networks so that maybe one works great one place, another works another place. So those were the 2 that we got. After we bought it, then you just use my credit card, pay for it. It was super easy from my computer. I just pulled up the email that then linked to a QR code on the SimLocal website with my Android phone. I scanned that QR code, which downloaded that eSIM to my phone. It took about 1 minute. Now, when you have those eSIMs that are on the phone, our T-Mobile and Verizon providers that we each have, we also have those as eSIMs, which means that we can easily toggle between either of these cards. We don't have to take anything out, we don't have to put anything in, we don't have to stick any pins. So we turned off the UK SIMs that we got while we were still at home, and then when we landed in the UK, we turned off our home-based T-Mobile and Verizon SIMs and toggled on our international SIMs, the Leica and the EE SIMs, and you know what? We had blazing fast 5G internet connectivity on our trip in the UK, and the whole installation process took us all of 5 minutes from the time of purchase, credit card, email, install, toggle on, toggle off. We didn't have to leave our home, we didn't have to go to a shop, we didn't have to fiddle with things. It was super easy. We are absolutely gonna use eSIMs from now on for our travels in the future. Now, if you wanna consider getting an eSIM for your travels in the future and you wanna check out SimLocal, I do have a coupon code in the description below. They support more than just the UK, lots of different countries around the world. The code YELLOW will get you 10% off your purchase. And if you do use the link in the description, every purchase will go to help support this channel, which I really appreciate. Well, fellow explorers, I hope this video was helpful to explain the differences between eSIMs, SIMs, and Pocket Wi-Fi. If you do have any questions about it, please leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. And if you want to follow our travels in the UK, I'll put some of the videos that we created on this trip right up here on the screen. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.